it started with Thundersaurus. We wanted something that really said dinosaur and metallic dinosaur, so putting the roar in the middle of Thundersaurus made a lot of sense. So once we have a design that everybody's really, really happy with, it really starts with creating that concept and getting that art design down. Once we have an art design approved, then we put it into a mold. Once the mold is made, then we can really get it out into a life-size form and try to put it on a truck. So once a mold is made and we actually have a body in the shop, then it goes into the decals and the painting. We really wanted something that spoke to the robotic nature of Thundersaurus and what it is, but we also wanted something that popped, right? So we wanted to keep with the metallic, hence the silver gray, and then we wanted something red and orange, very vibrant, to be able to make it stand out. When we were looking at the design of this truck, we wanted something that was different than what's out there. The mouth is a really big, important part of that. So during the pit parties, you'll be able to see an actual dinosaur with its mouth open. We wanted some scales, we wanted some spikes. Obviously the teeth are a very important part of Thundersaurus. Everything that goes into making this not just a dinosaur, but a robotic dinosaur, really kind of tie it all together. So selecting the drivers of Thundersaurus was really important. Keith Speller, who manages our driver program, did an amazing job of picking two driver athletes that would really come out and really own Thundersaurus. And that was really important to us, to have two drivers like Tony and like Colt that would really put their all into the truck. The most rewarding thing with Thundersaurus is really seeing the unveil. Knowing that the fans asked for a dinosaur truck, and we know that kids and adults alike love dinosaurs, we expect this IP and Thundersaurus and more Thundersauruses after that to be able to grow and be able to help Monster Jam grow into the future.
You ready to rock? You ready to roll? I'm checking the clock. Just got in my zone. You ready to rock? You ready to roll? I'm checking the clock. Just got in my zone. Good evening, Cleveland, and welcome to Monster Jam Trackside. Within the next hour, you'll get a preview of tonight's event, as well as get to know more about our competitors. My name is Aiden AD, one of 3 hosts for tonight's event, in which 12 Monster Jam superstars will be competing to be crowned overall event champion. They will battle it out in 3 competitions: Monster Jam Racing, the Great Clip Skills Challenge, and of course, Monster Jam Freestyle. Now you, the fans in the stands, as well as the fans around me, will help crown our champions. But right now, we'll learn more about that later. I want to introduce to you my co-hosts, KCG and K Young.
Thanks, Aiden. We want to welcome you once again to Stadium Championship Series Red. Again, I am Kay Young alongside our pit reporter, KCG, and I'll be giving you all the play-by-play action today. But Casey, you're going to be giving us all those important updates from behind the scenes.
That's right, Kay. While the superstars of Monster Jam compete out on the track, our very hardworking UNOH technicians are going to be working hard in the back to make sure that every truck is competition ready. I'm going to be hanging out in the back in the pits, bringing you breaking news as well as some of the biggest moments from tonight's Monster Jam.
Well, and Casey, talking about our UNOH technicians and crew chiefs, they have been working hard because practice was really rough yesterday. A lot of breakage, and just with the time off, you would have thought that these Monster Jam trucks would be ready. But tell us a little bit about what happened.
I think that's exactly it. We have one of the most extensive seasons in Monster Jam to date in 2023. For months, weekend after weekend after weekend, these trucks and these drivers, they were battling it out there in the competition. And after being run so hard and then having a 2-week break, we're coming off of a 2-week gap, I think that the trucks sat for a little bit, and once they were back out on the track, we realized, okay, some of these components are really tired. And so when it comes to Soldier Fortune and Kayla Blood, broken axle before racing practice yesterday, and when it comes to Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, some electrical issues out there on the track. And after catching up with Matt Del Santer, he's the crew chief for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, he said when it comes to electrical issues, sometimes it's really hard to pinpoint exactly where that's coming from. So as of now, the truck is running. They've checked things over multiple times, but those tend to be the gremlins that kind of haunt you in the competition. But speaking of the competition, I wanted to ask you, we have a different racing track design than we have had in several months. It's the St. Louis style track here this weekend, and that's going to really shake things up for Monster Jam Racing. What are your thoughts?
It definitely is, but also what's also going to shake things up is the competitors, because Corey Rummel, driver of Velociraptor, is filling in for Travis Mowry, who's part of our series season Red Championship Series. And so he's filling in. He comes from Stadium Championship Series Blue. So that's going to be really interesting to see how he shakes things up here, especially with this track. They've been driving on this type of track, or at least the Chicago style track, the entire season, where we've done the paperclip style. So I think he's going to give everybody a run for their money. And let's talk about Michael Bagliarulo filling in for his father, Matt, driving Jester as well. He loves competing, and it's shown here. He's been able to fill in a couple times on arenas, but it's his first time here in Cleveland, so he's ready to rip and roar on that track. I think it's straight line racing with 2 turns. I think it's going to be fast. It's going to be unpredictable as well, especially with this kind of dry heat area that we're having right now. You could see that they were watering the track a little bit. But Casey, what are your thoughts?
I think I agree with you. When you think about it, these drivers have been with each other for months, and I think they've gotten comfortable. They know how each other approaches the competition. They know what they're going to think about when they go into racing, when they go into freestyle. But when you have a different track design and when you have different drivers in the game, it totally mixes up the dynamic. And you know what that means? You are in for some big action here tonight in Cleveland.
Hey Monster Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the field or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
bonds super fast, just 10 seconds. All set here.
To the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is.
Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power of Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
This is Monster Jam, new Ram Champ RC. Now you can bring Monster Jam action indoors. Pull off epic RC stunts. Customize the ramps to change up the tricks. Super soft wheels, turn your house into a Monster Jam arena. Ramp up indoor stunts with the new Monster Jam Ram Champ RC. Out now.
Well, Monster Jam World Finals 22 is coming up July 1st. It's happening in Nashville, Tennessee at Nissan Stadium. And Casey, you and I are going to be there along with some of our other co-hosts like Aiden AD as well. I think John Saponaro from Stadium Championship Series Blue is also going to be joining us. And so we're going to talk about the competition and who Monster Jam has already announced as going to that World Finals Championship. You know, World Finals Championship is on the line, so let's take a look up at the video board right now. We're going to start with Brandon Vinson, driver of Gravedigger. He was your Series Seasons champion for Arena Central, and he was your 2022 World Finals Racing champion. Now let's talk a little bit about Tristan England, driver of Earthshaker, your 3-time Series Seasons champion, and he also has an automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 22. He was your Arena West Championship Series winner. Weston Anderson, driver of Gravedigger, the youngest son of, or excuse me, the youngest child even, of Dennis Anderson, the icon, the legend, and founder of Gravedigger. He is a 2-time Series Seasons champion. This is his second season here as a driver, and also the second Series Seasons Championship that he's won. He was participating and competing in Arena Championship Series East, and he also has an automatic bid. Now let's talk a little bit about our winner, Adam Anderson, driver of Gravedigger, a 3-time Series Seasons champion and 5-time World Finals champion. And of course, we can't forget about Tyler Menninga, driver of Gravedigger. He is also a 5-time Series Seasons champion and was the winner, or excuse me, the champion of Stadium Championship Series Blue. Let's talk about Kristen Anderson, driver of Gravedigger. She is going to World Finals. She's our 2022 Series Seasons champion, and she competed on Arena Championship Series West.
When it comes to the second half of the fleet that has already been announced to be attending Monster Jam World Finals, Bari Moosauer, the original driver of the Zombie Monster Jam truck, he is a longtime Monster Jam veteran, and this year has competed on Stadium Championship Series Blue. We're excited to see him as part of the fleet for Monster Jam World Finals. Cody Saucier, driving Dragon this season, is headed to Nashville for Monster Jam World Finals. He won the Double Down Showdown in 2015, but has yet to clinch a world championship. Is this going to be his year? We're going to find out here in July. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco driver, Arena Championship Series East. That has been the tour that he's been on this year. He's from Whittier, California. He was a super fan that made his dreams come true, becoming a Monster Jam driver, and he is the first Speedster Racing World Champion, and he clinched that in 2019. Colt Stevens, back behind the wheel this year, driving the brand new Thunder Roris Monster Jam truck. He has been part of the Monster Jam TV series for the last couple years and is really excited to be back behind the wheel on Stadium Championship Series Blue, and we're excited to see him in World Finals. When it comes to Scooby-Doo driver Lindsay Reed, she was on Arena Championship Series East this year. She made headlines in 2019 at Monster Jam World Finals after winning the Double Down Showdown and then proceeding to win Monster Jam World Finals Freestyle World Championship. She is a fighter out there on the track, and she will be at that event. And last but not least, it's Cynthia Gauthier, the driver of Lucas Stabilizer on Stadium Championship Series Blue. She is the first recorded high jump world champion, which happened in 2019. She is a native of Canada, and we're excited to see her out there on the track. But we still have several drivers that have yet to been announced to be attending Monster Jam World Finals. So over the next week or two, be sure to keep up to date on all of the Monster Jam news on monsterjam.com and on all the social media accounts to find out who will clinch the final spots at our biggest event of the year, happening July 1st in Nashville.
Monster Jam is on MAV TV. Witness all-out racing, massive stunts, all the exhilarating.
That is how you throw it down.
And big air action.
Oh, that was huge.
See the best of Arena Championship Series East, Central, and West tours on the all-new Arena in 30. And get exclusive inside access to everything on Inside Monster Jam. Non-stop action, all in one place. This is a new era. This is Monster Jam.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Lucas Oil, it works.
I run Lucas Oil.
It doesn't matter if you're on the water,
Driving to work,
or competing in a sold-out stadium.
Lucas Oil products will help you get the most out of your vehicle.
Monster Jam has run Lucas Oil in and on our trucks for over 10 years.
we wouldn't run anything else.
Lucas Oil, the official oil of Monster Jam.
Jam fans, it's my great pleasure to welcome up at our desk Camden Murphy, driver of Bakugan Dragonoid. We've got Adam Anderson, driver of Gravedigger, and Todd LeDuc, driver of Megalodon. Gentlemen, welcome. Camden, I'm going to start with you. A lot of history here, especially last year. You almost swept it. You did take home that overall event championship. You got to feel good coming in here today.
Yeah, that's for sure. I had so many fans in the pit party. It reminded me of the wild and epic moment I had there. I had a wild and crazy little bit of somersault after the backflip there. That was pretty dang cool. So, I don't know. I'm hoping to have something here tonight. Maybe pull another trick up my sleeve, but there's a lot of talent here tonight. We've had a wild year, so anything's possible.
Casey and I were just talking about some of those open slots for World Finals, and I know that's what's on everybody's mind, especially you drivers. What would it mean to get that call to come back to World Finals? I mean, Orlando was your jam, but now we've moved to Nashville.
Yeah, honestly, the World Finals is obviously our Super Bowl. That's where we really want to go. That's what the biggest event of the year. That's where the best of the best come out there and try to become world champions. I mean, we've got a guy right here that's got a lot of world champions to himself. And I had a really awesome year with him, competing every single week. So honestly, I just hope I get that invite. We have another event here, hopefully to get that invite out there and hopefully get us a chance to maybe get our first World Finals championship.
Well, let's talk to this guy over here, Adam Anderson, driver of Gravedigger. You are our champion here of Stadium Championship Series Red, so congratulations. But this is still an important stop, and I feel like this entire field of competition has always had kind of, you've had that target on your back. How do you feel about this competition and this tour as it ends here tonight?
Honestly, it takes a lot of pressure off me, but at the same time, it still doesn't. We all want to go out here. We want to perform. We want to win. And because all that pressure is off of not only myself, but all the other competitors, a lot of times those mind games that everybody's playing on themselves, that disappears. So everybody has the opportunity to have a great night, which is awesome for the fans. They're going to see one of the best shows of the year, of the season right here. But at the same time, it's tough as a competitor out on the track because everybody's ready for it. They're out here. This is kind of for fun. There is points on the line for today for the event, but at the same time, we don't care. We're out here to have some fun, put on one of the best performances of the season, and if we come in on top, it's a definite bonus.
And Adam, you're one of the most decorated Monster Jam World Finals champions. It has been such a rigorous year here in 2023. You took home the Series Seasons Championship. Is this all leading you to clenching your next World Championship?
It really is. It's building up to it, and I feel, it's been too long since I've had a world championship, and I'm ready for another one, and I cannot wait to get to Nashville and take it home, man. I'm going to push it to the limits. I feel like I've been the past couple of years, and I haven't just been myself out on the track. I've been overwhelmed. I've been just wore out. The days are long, and we're doing it one big day here in Nashville. I'm ready to rock it out.
Well said, and I'm going to turn things on over to Todd LeDuc. Todd, you've been all over the world with Monster Jam, so many accolades to your name all over the country, and yet this is your first time here competing in Cleveland in this space. Are you excited to leave your mark here?
I love it here, man. We've been exploring the city and just really taking in the Cleveland atmosphere, and it's been so much fun, and this is just so cool, and this is my first time here. A lot of the fans, are really excited to see myself and Megalodon competing together. So yesterday, we were very, very fast in practice. I'm ready to go. This track is exactly my setup. And like I said, I've been all around the world. What better place than looking out here overlooking the lake? It's really fun.
And you're such a technical driver, so I wanted to ask you about the racing competition. We're running a different race style track than we have the last couple months. And what I noticed in racing practice yesterday was once the drivers head off the starting line and go around the first turn, you really start to see each other pull apart around the second turn. Some of the drivers will stay in the momentum a little bit. Some of the drivers will slow down and kind of hug the turn. What do you think is going to be the key to success, especially around that second turn in racing?
You know what? It's just the track's going to change here. This track's going to go blue groove, which is really hard packed, and it's going to go black. So you're going to see the trucks wanting to over-rotate here. I'm not going to say all my secrets, obviously, because we have such a talented drivers here, but we were very fast. Every time that we've won racing, it's been this style of a track. So I'm really excited. I want to get behind the wheel and get this thing going.
Todd, well said. Thank you so much. Folks, you heard it here. These drivers are ready to attack the track, ready to attack the competition, and most importantly, they're ready to have fun and put on a great event for all of you Monster Jam fans. Thank you to Todd LeDuc, the driver of Megalodon, Adam Anderson, driver of Gravedigger, and Camden Murphy, driver of Bakugan Dragonoid.
We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the whole town cheer. It's the ultimate high.
Monster Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the field or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
I'm Tom Mentz, the professor of Monster Jam University here in Paxton, Illinois. Monster Jam University is a perfect place to develop new Monster Jam drivers, to take their talent that they possess, make it even better.
Great work. Go left, go left.
We find drivers that love the ability to drive, have that passion, have that desire, and they have the physical attributes to be able to be a driver. Once we get them through a tryout, we evaluate them, and we see what kind of training they need. Then we get them here to train them even more, higher, better, be able to get them to perform amazing stunts, great tricks, and to be more entertaining. It really is a fresh start here at Monster Jam University. Really cool to have Colt Stevens back, driving with Monster Jam.
I love it.
It's exciting on TV, but now to be able to take that excitement back to what he wants to do, from his family legacy of watching his father drive all those years, it's good to have him back on the driver's side. We have so many new people involved. We're training everyone. We're training the track crew. We're training the technicians. Nice. It's easy to see that we're going to make some more superstars here.
All right, Cleveland, before we continue on with the rest of Monster Jam Trackside, we have a special presentation for you, brought to you by our riders at Freestyle Motocross. Ladies and gentlemen, these four gentlemen have something special for you just on 2 reels. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, coming in hot on the track, making their way around, getting ready to jump up that ramp and land on that landing ramp. Now, Monster Jam fans of Cleveland, in order to get this started, you have to make some noise in the stands. I love it, and I'm pretty sure those 4 gentlemen love it as well. gentlemen, that was a test jump. Safety is a priority here at Monster Jam. Our first jumper goes by the name of Brendan Reardon, hailing from St. Augustine, Florida. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just now getting started. Our second jumper comes from Jefferson City, Missouri, and he goes by the name of Terry Russell. Our third jumper, Josh Hedford, coming from North Carolina. Now, Monster Jam fans, they told me the louder you get, the sicker the trick. See what I mean? This is our fourth jumper coming from Graysonville. That was Greg Duffy. Terry Russell giving you an amazing combination. Of course, it's not freestyle motocross without a backflip. I'm just a step away. I'm just a breath away. Losing my... Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale of freestyle motocross. All four of these drivers are going to go up the ramp, back to back to back to back. Something that we here at Monster Jam like to call a Monster Jam train. Give it to them, gentlemen. Again and again and again and again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we cannot cap it off there. Would you like to see it one more time? All right, Monster Jam fans of Cleveland, if you want to see this train, let me hear you say, choo-choo! Back, to back, to back, to back, two backflips. Monster Jam fans, make some noise and clap it up for your riders of freestyle motocross. Brendan Reardon, Terry Russell, Josh Hedford, and Greg Duffy.
You're just like me. I only want good vibes around me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes. That's what I like. So I don't need you raining on my parade. From a shade behind.
Monster Jam fans, please welcome our grand marshal of tonight's Monster Jam. He's an internet sensation, actor, model, producer, and host, Wampa Zurita. Hey, Wampa, we want to welcome you to Monster Jam and welcome you to Cleveland. Cleveland is such a beautiful city. How are you enjoying your stay here?
I've been loving Cleveland. It's a charming city. I love the rock and roll, and people are beautiful here.
They definitely are. So I want to talk a little bit about why you're here and what are you doing that's so exciting?
Well, I'm here shooting a show. The name of the show is Carpe Diem, which is about seizing the day. And people out here, the drivers, the riders, they seize the day. They live every day as if it was the last one. So Monster Jam really captures the spirit of that show. And hopefully tomorrow, I'll have the opportunity to jump in a monster truck, learn how to drive it, and attempt to jump in a ramp and not die in the process.
Okay, I was just going to say, you got to watch our Monster Jam practice. You got to see our drivers do a little bit of practice and the racing. And like you said, tomorrow you're going to get to experience what it's like to be a driver. Are you nervous? Are you excited? What are your feelings?
I am extremely nervous. I'm extremely excited. I've heard it's really, 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 really tight in there. But also I've heard the cars are very safe, and they've gotten safer and safer with the years, which have given the drivers the opportunity to do crazier stunts. But that doesn't take out the fact that I feel nervous. But overall, super grateful for the opportunity with Monster Jam for letting me do this, because I know a lot of people want to do this. So hopefully I honor it and I deliver the jump.
All right, do you think you're going to get any rest tonight?
Absolutely not.
All right, well, we want to thank you for joining us and being a part of our family here at Monster Jam. Once again, Cleveland, let's make some noise for Wampa Zarita. All right, it's time to get to know some more of our drivers. Let's throw it down to Aiden AD. He's standing by with Kayla Blood, driver of Soldier Fortune.
Thank you, Kay. I'm here with Kayla Blood, driver of Soldier Fortune. Now, this is your first time ever competing here in Cleveland at stadiums, so I'm pretty sure you're ready for tonight's competition, right?
I am super excited. During the pit party, I've got to meet a lot of faces that I've met at the arena over here in Cleveland, but here we are at the Brown Stadium in Cleveland, and I am super excited. Just look at this beautiful track. Each and every one of these drivers are ready to get out here and tear it up for all of you guys.
Now, we just came off a tour not too long ago. Now, what is a major accomplishment of yours on the tour, as well as what is something that you plan on accomplishing tonight here in Cleveland?
Well, you know, anytime I'm able to go far in racing and go to finals in racing, that excites me, because I really feel like racing is all about your skill and your ability. It's not scored or voted on. So that is my favorite thing to win is racing. But I love freestyle. I've been able to accomplish like 2 freestyle wins this year, so that's always awesome. You know, our crew works very hard to keep these Monster Jam trucks together for you guys, and to be able to go out there and take a win in any event for them is awesome.
Now, you have a long list of titles. You're a Monster Jam driver. You're a retired Army veteran. You're a real estate. You're a mother. How do you manage to balance everything?
Day by day. Anytime anyone ever asks me that, it's day by day. You know what? I love where I'm at in life right now, and I'm super honored and fortunate to be where I am today. Be here inspiring all of you little girls, and to be out here representing for our military. It means a lot to me as a veteran myself. So I'm not lying when I say I'm coming out here and I'm going to give it everything I got. Win or lose, I'm excited and I'm happy to be here. Put on a great event for you guys in Cleveland, Ohio.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Kayla Blood, driver of Soldier Fortune.
Our first competition coming up will be Monster Jam Racing. You can take a look at the video board at that competition, and where we're going to see our first round matchups. We're going to see Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior taking on Michael Pagliarulo and Jester. Now, Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior currently is 1-0 against the Jester Monster Jam truck. Our second head-to-head matchup coming up is Corey Rummel and Velociraptor going up against Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. Now, the Velociraptor Monster Jam truck is 3-2 against Bakugan Dragonoid. On the other side of things, we're going to be seeing Cole Vennard, driver of the Black Pearl, going up against Tom Mentz and Max D. Max D is currently 3-1 against Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl. Our last head-to-head matchup in round 1 will be Mike Christensen, Vendetta, going up against Todd the Duke, driving Megalodon. And currently they are 2-2, so this will be the tiebreaker in round 1. Now we've got our automatic advancements into round 2. That will be Nick Pagliarulo driving Kraken. That will be Kayla Blood driving Soldier Fortune. We've got Adam Anderson driving Gravedigger. And we've got Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco with those automatic advancements into round 2. The winners of our first round matchups will see our automatic advancements into round 2, where Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken is currently 0-3 against Mohawk Warrior and 3-1 against Jester. Kayla Blood currently is 1-2 against Velociraptor, and we've got a 1-4 matchup going up against Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. Adam Anderson and Gravedigger currently is 1-1 against Cole Vennard at driving Black Pearl, and is currently 3-2 against Tom Mentz and Max D. Remember, that is coined the greatest rivalry in motorsports. And last but not least, Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco currently is 2-1 against Vendetta, while he's 3-0 against Todd the Duke and Megalodon. And that will be your racing bracket coming up.
Monster Jam fans? Bryce Kenny coming to you from Inside Great Clips, getting ready to get this mohawk right. But I need you to get your phones out right now so you don't miss out on a great offer from Great Clips. Scan the QR code to make sure you get $2 off on your next Great Clips haircut. Looks great, feels great. See you guys soon.
Monster Jam is on MAV TV. Witness all-out racing, massive stunts, all the exhilarating.
That is how you throw it down.
And big air action.
Oh, that was huge.
All in one place. This is a new era. This is Monster Jam.
From the world of Bakugan, new Nova Bakugan. Now exploding with light to transform your Bakugan battle. 17 new powerful light-up Bakugan that you can collect. Whoa, super strong light-up Dragonoid. Light up the Bakugan battlefield and crush the competition. Transform and explode with light.
Bakugan Rock!
New Nova Bakugan and Arena, each sold separately.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees at trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Down on the track with the professor of Monster Jam University, Tom Mentz, Max D. Tom, you are the most decorated Monster Jam World Finals driver, 14 world titles under your belt. What pushes you year after year to the next level to be on your game at Monster Jam World Finals?
Hell, number one is, the fans. They get you going. They excite you. I've always said it for years, Casey. When Max D's on the track, I'm not driving it. All the amazing fans are the ones that are driving it because they push me to do way more than I should be doing.
And now, you mentioned the track. We're down here on the track, and I think something that our fans don't always think about is that track conditions have a big impact on the competition, especially Monster Jam racing. Round after round, the track will change. It will dry out. It will become more compact. So is one of the successes to racing being able to adapt as a driver?
It is. Every round is different. Oftentimes, it's one speed in the beginning, it gets a little better, and by the semifinals, it actually gets worse. Starts to dry out. You don't have the traction that you do earlier on. Hopefully it'll stay good tonight. Right now, it looks like it has great moisture content and the ability to drift. That'll make it for great racing.
You have so much experience all over the world, different kinds of tracks, different kinds of dirt. How excited are you to be running the St. Louis style track here this weekend?
It is. More importantly, I've been to Cleveland several times. I've been to the arena downtown, and it's been a lot of fun. But I've never been here to a stadium for these great Cleveland fans. So many of them during the pit party were super excited that I'm here. They want to see big backflips. They want to see huge air, and I'm super excited I'm here to give it to them.
You heard it, folks. He's looking to leave his mark on this space. Let's give it up for Tom Mentz, Max D.
Monster Jam is a very, very competitive sport.
photo finish. Let's take a look.
A very important part of Monster Jam is the officiating. We have one person that oversees all the officiating of Monster Jam events, and that's necessary from a competition standpoint and also a safety standpoint. They're located in a booth and a press box somewhere elevated that they can see the entire floor, and they call all the shots. Every time that a truck moves, it's at that person's direction.
Monster Mohawk, fire and stage.
Track's clear, going green.
So the stakes are so incredibly high at Monster Jam, and the races are so close, you can't see 4/1000ths of a second with your naked eye. We use a very sophisticated timing camera to officiate the races. The camera takes thousands of pictures a second that are razor thin, 1 pixel wide, and it assembles them into a timeline. It goes into a computer software program, most of which is proprietary to us. The operator can use a timeline to click and drag where the truck crosses the finish line, and it assigns an elapsed time. It produces results more accurate than we can see from the TV board in the venue, and it produces results more accurate than you can see with the naked eye.
Your winner is Monster Energy, 18378 Monster Energy.
The photo finish camera and the elapsed times go up on the video board every night. That's Heads Up Racing.
And here we come, the final turn. It's going to be close. Wow. Incredible 4/1000ths of a second. What a matchup.
As we continue getting ready for tonight's competitions, it is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spin Master. Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Our first competition is Monster Jam Racing. We will start with both Monster Jam trucks staged and ready at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green, and our drivers will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track where the race will be won in the turns. That's where the skill, seat time, and precision of our drivers will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the turn in a smooth wide drift, never taking their foot off the gas, or they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up, it's the Great Clips Skills Challenge, where our superstars can either make 2 attempts at a 2-wheel maneuver or hit an awe-inspiring Monster Jam donut in which Zombies Bari Musauer holds the Guinness World Record. Tonight's final competition is Freestyle. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete to earn the highest fan score at judgeszone.com by performing the most dynamic freestyle run consisting of big air, momentum, and wow moments. One of the wow moments you might see is a backflip. Our drivers have perfected the backflip ramp as they line up their Monster Jam truck at the right angle, accelerating at nearly full throttle, and begin pumping the brakes as the truck defies gravity off of the ramp, ending with an astonishing bounce on its BKT tires. This has been Track X, brought to you by Spin Master.
Monster Jam fans, one of the coolest things about tonight's event is that you help crown our champions. And as you can see, the fans behind me have their cell phones out because that is what you need to submit your scores for tonight's event. Now, everybody, take out your cell phones, open up your web browser, type in judgeszone.com. Or you can open up your camera, point it up to the video board, to the QR code, and it will take you to judgeszone.com. Once you're there, it's going to ask you to type in a 3-letter code, and the code for tonight is CLE. We're almost there. There it is. All right, go ahead and type it in. And once you're there, you should see a tire with the scale. Go ahead and slide it up or down to any number that you want, and then hit submit. Now, when it comes to the Great Clip Skills Challenge and Monster Jam Freestyle, you'll have 20 seconds to lock in your scores. So the fans behind me, show the camera your phones. And this is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. The average of all of your scores submitted will be the official score for that competitor. So now, let's see the average of all you guys sent in. It's coming. There it is. 8.114. Once again, that is the average of all of your scores submitted. Now, Monster Jam fans, these athletes are counting on you to submit your scores fairly and accurately based off their competition performance, not the popularity or the name of their truck. So make sure when you're submitting your scores, make sure you submit fairly and accurately based off their performance, not the popularity of their trucks.
I'm Tom Mentz, the professor of Monster Jam University here in Paxton, Illinois. Monster Jam University is a perfect place to develop new Monster Jam drivers, to take their talent that they possess, make it even better.
Great work. Go left, go left.
We find drivers that love the ability to drive, have that passion, have that desire, and they have the physical attributes to be able to be a driver. Once we get them through a tryout, we evaluate them, and we see what kind of training they need. Then we get them here to train them even more, higher, better, be able to get them to perform amazing stunts, great tricks, and to be more entertaining. It really is a fresh start here at Monster Jam University. Really cool to have Colt Stevens back, driving with Monster Jam.
I love it.
It's exciting on TV, but now to be able to take that excitement back to what he wants to do. From his family legacy of watching his father drive all those years, it's good to have him back on the driver's side. We have so many new people involved. We're training everyone. We're training the track crew. We're training the technicians. Nice. It's easy to see that we're going to make some more superstars here.
Well, for one last time, I'm going to be bringing back our co-hosts Aiden, AD, and KCG as we're going to give you a little bit more insight and also some predictions on who we think might take home that overall event championship. Aiden, I'm going to start with you. You're in the stands. You're talking to all these amazing fans. What are they saying, and who do you think might be our winner?
Well, a lot of people are saying Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, or Tom Mintz and Max D will be tonight's overall event champion. But my personal pick, I'm going to say Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. You know, we just finished our series about 2 weeks ago. He finished in second place, so I'm pretty sure he's very ambitious to grab a win before heading to World Finals.
Well, Aiden, that's a great pick as we are looking to Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. Like he said a little bit ago, he won that overall event championship last year in the 2022 season, so it will be to see if he can pull it off here tonight. Casey, you're down on the track. What is the word, and who do you think might be our overall event champion?
Well, no doubt we have a stacked lineup here this evening, but tonight, taking home the trophy, I think it's going to be Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Between Bryce Kinney and his crew chief, Matt Del Santer, they are a champion team, and their stats prove that for this season. 5 racing wins under their belt, 2 skills challenge wins, a freestyle win, and 2 overall event championships under their belt for the 2023 season. As we know, wins don't just happen out there here on the track, they also happen back in the pits. And this is the hometown event for crew chief Matt Del Santer. I know that Bryce Kinney is going to know how important this event is for his crew chief that is also one of his good friends, and I think the two of them are going to be a dynamite combination, and at the end of the night, it's going to be those two standing on the track with the trophy.
Well, that is definitely a solid pick, Casey. I'm going to go with the fans here in Cleveland. I'm going with Adam Anderson, driver of Gravedigger. He's been consistent throughout this entire Stadium Championship Series run. Of course, he's got that automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals as he was our Stadium Championship Series Red champion. I'm going for Adam Anderson, driver of Gravedigger. Well, that will do it for Monster Jam Trackside. You are in for an incredible night of action here with Stadium Championship Series Red. Once again, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the home of your Cleveland Browns and welcome you to Monster Jam.
The history of performing a nose wheelie is relatively new. I love doing it. It really is an engineered truck combined with a lot of driver skill. You put that all together and you can do the best nose wheelie ever.
The nose wheelie normally looks like a dance move in competition, but to set this mark, 12-time World Finals champion Tom Mintz will need to perform a skillful combination of shifting, braking, and acceleration over the record-setting distance. Tom will be looking through the truck's transparent floorboard panels to orient himself visually for a straight run. In other words, he will be looking at the ground, not in the direction Max D is moving. Only the most skillful driver, like Tom, can control a mechanical marvel of this size.
Very challenging out here trying to set a world record nose wheelie. Today we did it. I mean, it's hot in the truck. The brakes get hot. The transmission gets hot. So many ways to go wrong and only one way to go right. What an awesome time out here with Monster Jam, setting world records for the Guinness Book, man. It's been an honor. The best thing about all this is Monster Jam's back in the biggest way ever. Don't miss it. We can't wait to come to a great city near you.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come to honor our great nation and its heroes. And tonight we want to pay tribute to our active military, veterans, first responders, and frontline workers. Cleveland, Monster Jam was built right here in the USA. We are truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation on earth and celebrate its strength, freedom, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America.
One, not just two. I got three favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got three favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue.
Presenting our colors, it's the U.S. Navy Sea Cadet Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, here to sing our national anthem, please welcome national recording R&B artist from Columbus, Ohio, Antonio Lamar.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, or the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Not just one, not just two. I got three favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got three
want you to say it with me. This is Monster Jam!
Maximum destruction.
It means a lot to be 20-year anniversary of Max D.
And nobody ever had air like that here before. A big spin for Tom Benz. A double backflip. Yes. Oh, yeah. He did it. Tom Benz has made history again.
Celebrating 20 years of maximum destruction from Paxton, Illinois, it's Tom Meents, Max D.